Friday Football Frenzy, sponsored by Foundation Solutions.
And welcome into Friday Football Frenzy, the Week 9 edition of said show. Several games tonight with heavy implications in various conference races with just 2 games remaining once the dust settles.
One of those key games out in Mills River, the Mountain 8 with 4 teams carrying just a single loss or less. Brevard, the only undefeated team left in Western North Carolina, heading to West Henderson. The Falcons with 1 loss on the ledger, but winning out could still equal a league title. Brevard is seeking 8-0 on the road at West Henderson. The Falcons could very much use this upset tonight. And it's elementary school day, so plenty of kids out and about.
Just kidding.
Opening Falcons drive. They do just that, chipping all the way down to the red zone. Cade Young smoothly to Asa Ostman for the first score of the night. The extra is good. Brevard, they say, hey, we can do this too. Christian Connolly finds an open Ben Kessinger, who does the rest on the way to the Cribbo Blue Devils. Extra point is no good. West Hendo up 7-6. Second quarter, same score. Falcons get a stop on 4th down. Home team with the ball. What do? Zane McCraw. Give it to 21 and watch him dance. The balance and the speed, and he's out of there. So we're going to celebrate with West Henderson as Zane. Ow, my bad. Hold it. You don't know that yet. We have so much more to go. Stay with me. So what happens is the problem for West Henderson, they couldn't stop Tristan Thompson when Chris, that's just 1. Chris, this is 2. He's too fast. He gets behind the defense.
He had 178 yards receiving tonight. Shout out Paul Witt for that little nugget.
That's an amazing stat because he went for a hat trick in the first half. 1, 2, 3 for 4. And we got still a little bit more on the celebration on the way out because that's his family cheering him from the sidelines. But it's going to be Brevard a lot to a little. This was a great game throughout. Just Brevard had a little bit too much gas. But that's Brevard 41, West Henderson 27. That final there is flipped. Here's Coach Coleman.
Yes, sir, we were. We lost a really good player right there. And a little adversity hit us. I'm really proud of how the kids responded to that. We got some playmakers for sure. It's very hard to go undefeated, and I'm really proud of the kids and how they respond every week. Tonight was our toughest adversity yet with what happened. So, at the end of the day, I'm really proud of how they keep playing and able to play through adversity no matter what.
Let's head out to Black Mountain. Owen hosting Madison. Catch it up in the second half. The Warhorses leading 15-7. Hayden Burpo going to take the handoff, get loose, and take it all the way to the Cribbo, as my friend Marvin Parker Jr. says. This run is going to make it 22-7 in favor of John Faircloth's Warhorses. Now the Patriots are going to answer in the early moments of the 4th. Ivan Blankenship gets the call in the red zone, and he makes it 22-14 just like that. Next Warhorses possession, Hayden Small strides in from deep in Owen territory, and he's going to go all the way to make it 29-14. Owen going to be a big winner tonight over Madison. Those Warhorses continue winning in the second year under John Faircloth.
Overflow crowd in the pit in Burnsville for the Toe River rivalry. Cougars up 6-0 in the second when it's going to be Kaysen Jones, once we see it, gets the handoff, spins, stiff arms a few people, and eventually makes it to the end zone to put Mountain Heritage up 12-0 after a failed 2-point conversion. Later in the second, Irvine Rodriguez gets the ball, busts through the line, will finally be stopped on the 1-yard line.
That's a lot of rhyming right there.
I dig it, though. Do we see what the final Mountain Heritage holds on for the win? Do we see?
On the next play, how about Braden
45-13 Mountain Heritage over Mitchell.
All right, some other scores from around the mountains tonight in Week 9. Let's look at some private school scores. Asheville School goes on the road to Covenant Day, blanking the Lions 41-0 your final there. It's kind of the opposite for Christ School as they go over to Rabun Gap in Northeast Georgia, falling 42-0 there. South Stanley takes care of Thomas Jefferson Classical 49-0. Well, stick around. We've got much more Friday Football Frenzy after the break, including the big boys, the Maction from Week 9 when we come back.
Good evening, I'm Tina Selden Cash with tonight's lottery drawings for Friday, October 17th, 2025. Here we go with the Carolina Pick 3. 0 is our first winning number, followed by another 0. Third Pick 3 tonight is another 0, and our Pick 3 fireball number is 6. Joining me for tonight's drawing is our auditor from Preston CPA. And now it's time for the Carolina Pick 4. So check your tickets. Here we go. Good luck. First winning Pick 4 tonight is 4. Second Pick 4, 8. Third winning number is 2. Our fourth Pick 4 is 7, and our Pick 4 fireball number is 9. Let's turn now to the Carolina Cash 5. If no one matches all 5 numbers to win the jackpot tonight, tomorrow's top prize is an estimated $680,000. Good luck. First winning number 3. Our second Cash 5 tonight is 37. Third winning number 31. Our fourth Cash 5 is 28, and good luck. Our final winning number in the Cash 5 is 20. The North Carolina Education Lottery has contributed over $12 billion to education. Thanks for your support, and get the winning numbers every night right here. Thanks for playing.
We're the West Henderson Falcons, and you're watching Friday Football Frenzy.
Some of them did not participate. They just stood there and cheered.
I've noticed that.
Well, that was the Mountain 8 Conference representing, but there's no conference in the state tougher than the Smoky Mountain Conference. The 1As and 2As always make a little noise come playoff time.
And that's because they're battle-tested, thanks to games like tonight, our Friday Night Rivals live broadcast.
That would be the Swain Maroon Devils hosting Cherokee. Let's pick it up scoreless late in the first quarter, but from the 5, Andrew Cody gets a convoy of Maroon Devils to guide him in for 6 points. Less than 3 minutes later, Swain is going to strike again, and it's a familiar face. Cody again getting the call, and he zips right up the middle for a 20-yard touchdown to make it 14-0. Second quarter, the old saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, Cody's back inside the red zone, and he's running like a fullback. He's going to spin off of and out of tacklers as he finds the end zone again for a 21-0 lead. Let's fast forward to the fourth. Cherokee going to lose the battle, but they provide us the play of the night. Jonathan Saylor fakes the option, fires to the back of the end zone where Sula Howling Crane juggles it and reels it in the touchdown. Take another look. This is Mossing and Tyrone Prothrow all rolled up into one. But Swain is going to wipe that score away with another of their own. This time it's Caden Sawyer taking the handoff 19 yards for the touchdown. Swain takes a dominating 40-14 win.
I told them in the quarter change, I said, guys, we got to stop this snowball from rolling downhill, get it back going towards the top of the mountain. Our guys locked in. They responded well. Offensively, we got in the paint, and our kids played their tails off. I'm proud of them, and, I love them, and we're proud to be Maroon Devils.
Let's stick in the Smoky Mountain Conference with Robbinsville at Rosman. In the first quarter, the Black Knights already up by 7. Luke Lovin takes the snap and hands the ball to Kazik Tisateski, who hits the Knights sideline for a big run, scoring from midfield. Robbinsville up 14-0 and leaves Rosman searching for answers early on. Later on, with 3.5 left in the first, Lovin going to take the snap, keep it himself for a nice gain up the sideline. And after he gets stopped, it's going to set up a nice pass on the run to Tucker Jones Rosman quickly in a 21-0 hole. Following a quick 4-and-out to start the second, Rosman punts the ball. Eli Lambert is the one catching it on the other end at the 40, and he heads to his left, and then he heads down the field all the way to the end zone. Final score, 61-0. Robbinsville next plays at Cherokee on Halloween to finish out the regular season.
And we've got some scores to roll through. St. Stephen's over a McDowell, 41-16. Then it's going to be Murphy at Andrews. A lot to a little. Soak it in, 59-0. Sorry about you. Top team in the MAC ACR on the road at North Buncombe. Early first quarter, Blackhawks driving. Quarterback Lucas Keever airs it out to Ryan Moffat for a touchdown, but a penalty would bring it back, and this game would remain scoreless until the second. When the Rockets quarterback Avery Holyfield hits Caden Ray on the screen, he gets some good blocks and skirts on down the sideline for 6-7-0 after the extra.
Shout out Steve McCurry there clapping in the end zone.
Here we go. Later that quarter, Holyfield again drops back to pass, scrambles, and finally throws a dart to Ray in the back of the end zone. Rockets up 14-0. They roll on to win 40-7.
It's homecoming at Asheville, where the Cougars are hosting the Warriors of Irwin. And on the first Warriors drive, they march right down the field, give the rock to Jabari Tolbert inside the 5. He fights across the line to put his Warriors up 7-0. But the Cougars answer at the doorstep. Busted play, miscommunication, doesn't matter. Tay Williams is going to make it work, scrambling and rambling inside the pylon to equalize. Between the first and second quarter, the 05 Asheville State Championship team recognized head coach Danny Wilkins, a recent WNC Sports Hall of Fame inductee, but Irwin trying to spoil the party. Caden Engel loads up, puts it on the money to Kobe Lunsford for a beautiful TV. And after forcing a Cougars fumble deep in their own territory, Irwin on the move, Engel with another dart to Noah Hoodum for a first down. And that's going to end with a good old-fashioned tush-push. Engel, it's a big fella trying to stop him there. That makes it 21-7 at halftime. And at that point, Marvin, one would think it's safe to leave the football game.
Fair.
But I was so wrong. As Asheville roars back for a 41-35 win. Don't hate me, Cougars fans.
Oh, finish out on the runway. Inca Jets hosting TC Robertson. That's a beautiful sky shot. Less than 5 minutes left in the first. Rams in the red zone, and it's Tremaine Durant who gets the handoff and strolls in for 6 to make it an early TCR lead. To the early moments of the second, Rams trying to make something happen in Jets territory on 4th down, but Blaine Huggins is there for the sack to give the ball back to Inca, and TC would thrive again with a minute left in the half. Karad Harris fakes the handoff and gets in for 6 to make it 14-0 on the ensuing Jets possession, stuck in their own territory, and it's TCR's Tariq Seibert to get the tackle behind the line of scrimmage to keep Inca scoreless. Rams win 41-0.
All right, a few other scores from down the mountain. How about we check out those Rutherford County teams? East Burke traveling to Chase, and they take it to the Trojans, 38-14, your final there. East Rutherford keeping pace in that Western Piedmont Conference as they blank Patton on the road, 35-0, your final there. RS Central not so lucky as they head over to High Brighton at 45-26, Hilltoppers fall. One other score to give you before we wrap up. Hendersonville went on the road to Avery County, came away with a gigantic win, which sets up our game of the week next week, which is going to be Mountain Heritage, 6-1, going to Hendersonville, 7-1.
Yeah, that sounds excellent.
Yeah, that's going to be a really good game. Some other big ones to keep an eye on. You've got our Friday Night Rivals game of the week is going to be TC Robertson heading to Irwin. Both of those teams are going to need
a win,
a Reynolds loss at some point. But with the way that the NCHSA is doing playoffs now, conference titles don't carry as much weight. But yes, you need a win.
Yeah.
And of course, everyone's going to try and get that in week 10.
Double digits.
10 rhymes with
Came quick.
win, doesn't it?
Hey, it did.
If you missed any of the scores from tonight, you can head over to WLOS.com, check them out there. Reminder to join us tomorrow night for Saturday Sports Night, immediately following Alabama, Tennessee.